What's going on, guys? Dan the Eagle Man here. Hope you're having a great day. I'm out here in this open parking lot again, filming this video. It's going to be about my Ecoboost Mustang on methanol. So, I just saw from the thumbnail, I just had a port injection kit installed. That's from Prometh Injection. You can look them up on Instagram. I found them on Google search, just Googling methanol injection kits. I had their port injection kit installed by Kinetic Auto Works, and yeah, Millersville, Maryland. They're in Millersville, so the same place I've been going to getting the tune on the dyno and stuff. That's the same place that installed the port injection kit. So I had them put that on there and hooked up with the AEM V2 methanol injection kit. So the kit I got from the Prometh injection worked out with the AEM V2 methanol kit. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like, how they hooked it up and everything, and throw in a couple stills of the dyno sheet and the power I'm making. Right now I should be, if I remember, it's around 431, 435 torque and close to around 400 horsepower. I think it's like 391, give or take or so. But you also have to remember it's like 70% humidity when they did that tuning. So on a great day with like cool, crisp air, should be able to hit 400 horsepower, no problem. So but let me show you how it looks and how everything's set up. So let's get into it. So as you can see here, I have the Prometh port injection kit. It came with this stainless steel tubing with the all the right extra pieces here. So I have this braided cord that comes with that connects this side right here to the other side. So these two right here are for the first cylinders, and then the next two is like two different pieces, and it connects right here with this braided cord that the methanol is flowing through as well. So everything is running together, and that's hooked up to the AEM V2 port injection kit, as I stated. And you can see the wiring for the methanol injection is running down through there and goes towards the firewall, and is running through there and is going through the inside, the bottom of my car, and goes towards the back of the trunk where they put the pump. So let me show you where that's at. So here we have the let me just go ahead and take this off. This is just a little sticker that's on there, but this is the AEM 1.15 gallon tank that the V2 kit comes with. Now for me, they mounted it to this trunk mat here because it was like more of the sturdy part for them to put this. So I know it looks a little finicky, but I've been driving around with this thing for a while, and it is pretty solid. Like, this thing hasn't bent. It rocks back and forth, but that's about it. It still stays in place. And they did that to be able to give me access to my spare tire here, so I could still lift this up and get under there. And that's actually where the sorry, I don't mind my car cover here. This is under here is actually, if you can kind of see back there, that's where the pump they put in on there as well. So if I still need to, I can still access the flat kit if I ever get a flat tire, God forbid. So I mean, they could have put it right here on this side and mounted it. That's where most people do it. But as I stated, you probably wouldn't be able to access this unless you cut out like the shape of the container to be able to pull this up still with it attached to here. But this actually has been, it's been decent. It's not horrible. I mean, for like the basic setup, you're just using it on the racetrack, it runs perfect. You're just gonna have to keep filling it up and paying attention to it, depending on how much methanol you're using. So for me, I've been using quite a bit of it, and with me having the 4 port injectors on there, it sprays quite a bit. So, but that's what I wanted. I'm actually switching to a 5-gallon tank, which I do have, and I'm going to be showing you a picture of that as well. And that's going to be actually mounted to the back seats. So I'm going to put that in and have that installed back there, because I don't use the back seats at all, and I'm okay with not being able to pull those down. So I'm just going to have that 5-gallon tank mounted, pressed up against the back seats, and I'll just have to get a longer funnel or whatever. But that's just wanted to show you the setup. So I'm going to actually put some more in here, and I'm going to show you how that's done. So the M1 from VP Racing Fuels. It's great stuff. It's like 99.9%, 99.8 something percentage like that. It's almost like pure methanol pretty much. So this will give you like the greatest performance gains. So You can do a 50-50 mix or the windshield washer fluid, which gives you the cooling effects, which is great for preventing the detonation and knocking. But this will give you the most power gains with the 100% methanol. So, I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it. Obviously, this is going to be pretty flammable, as you can see right there, the big red label. The 50-50 mix is great because with the water being mixed with the methanol, it almost is like not flammable at all. So you don't have to worry about like igniting or anything like that. Or if you get into some crazy car accident, God forbid, and somehow or another the tank is punctured or whatever, and you have to worry about a spark hitting and, you know, fire, that would just be horrible. But if you really just want to be as safe as possible, the 50-50 mix would be a great thing. But this is the 100% methanol that I'm using because I feel very comfortable with it, and I'm a pretty safe driver. So it's been doing me pretty well. So let me show you how I fill it up. You just come over here and you unscrew the cap. You don't have to put a death grip on that and make it super tight, because I've noticed if you do that, it's not able to relieve pressure through this tiny little hole on there. You can see, I don't know if you can get in there and see that, but it's a tiny little hole that relieves some of that pressure. So if you you take this and you screw it on super tight, it's going to seal up against this, and it'll create a vacuum, and you'll notice the container will start to suck itself in, which is not horrible, but it's just something you want to try to avoid, obviously, because you want the flow to be as perfect as possible. So you just take the cap off. I usually just sit it down in the trunk. I have two funnels because I have a longer one that I sit down on there, and I'm going to put this one on top because I don't have the right funnel. So that's how I rig it up. Obviously, if you have a better funnel than I do, which you probably do, you can do it the way you would want to do it. This is how I do it. So then you just come down here, pull this up, unscrew that. Just want to step back a little bit. You don't want to be breathing in the vapors and stuff. It's going to be a little pressurized if it's been shaken up a little bit. So you just let it vent a little bit, and then you can take the cap off all the way. I just set that down and pick this up and you pour it in. So sometimes you might have a little bit of overspill like I did just there, but the great thing about methanol is it evaporates like lightning fast. So a little bit got down there, and sometimes it'll happen, it'll get down in your trunk. Don't worry about it. Just try not to light a match by any means. Don't smoke near it or anything. Just get you a little rag or something like that, and which I'm about to do. I'm going to wipe it up and shake it out, let it air out for a second before I close the trunk, and you'll be good to go. I'm about to get into it, let you hear what it sounds like with the more aggressive tune that they put on there, and drive back and forth a little bit, and then we're going to do a reaction video on the way home. So let's get into that. This is a family member here. This is Cuzzo.
You couldn't tell by the skin complexion.
Oh my goodness. So we are headed back home now. Just want to do a little reactionary video.
Would you start? What horsepower did you start with when you first bought it?
The car comes from the factory, is around 300. It's rated, factory rated 310 horsepower, 350 foot-pounds of torque. Now obviously that's like perfect conditions, and I mean everything, you know, let me roll these windows up. It's like perfect conditions, you know, the stars align with the moons and all that, and you're running 93 octane fuel with the best of the best gas station that you can get it from. So but it's been dynoed. These cars are running like 270, 260 or so horsepower and around 315, 320 torque. So now my numbers are hardcore dyno numbers from a dyno jet. This isn't something that I'm just throwing out there or what I think is ballpark. Like I said, I'll put the pictures up there so you can see for yourself. After everything I've done to it with the methanol, I'm sitting right around 400 horsepower or so, and 430 or so torque. What year is your car?
2015.
2015 Challenger. What engine?
V6.
V6. Okay, there's a 2015 V6 Challenger. So if there's anybody that can tell you a difference, it's somebody else that drives, you know, a more sporty car. So
I've driven a V8. I chose a V6. It's cheaper gas. Don't judge me.
No, we don't judge on this channel, especially. Yeah, you drive what you drive. You love it. You do whatever it is that you want to do to it. It's your car.
It's like God is cradling you when you drive this car.
Yeah, these are very comfortable seats. I mean, your car is really nice to ride in too. It's definitely very comfortable. More on the comfort side than the.
I got the Corinthian leather in my car.
Okay.
This is Egyptian cotton.
I don't know what these seats are made out of. I love that turbo noise.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Gotta get you going.
Okay.
This is lightning. She's snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of popping action. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but
It's popping. It's like kettle corn.
Get down to 55. That was a good pull.
Your boy almost gave me a perm. I'm trying to straighten my hair.
I'm telling you, you get on methanol, you're gonna love it.
I have to put one of those in mine.
Try to get the windows up.
It's pretty quiet.
It sounds, I mean, yeah, I would say like for having no mufflers, no resonator, and the catted downpipe, it has a nice tone. It doesn't drone too much. I mean, unless you're just like constantly on the throttle at like higher speeds. But like just cruising around, you know, you can still talk and hear. It's pretty normal.
Have a decent conversation.
Yeah, it's not too bad, even with like music playing or whatever. So, like right now we're about like 60 or so.
Not gonna cause any seizures or anything like that.
Yeah. Try to get another pull here real quick.
Just a little quickie. Definitely got some pop on that one.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
I think just farted all over the street.
Oh my. Okay, so this is I'm home now, but this is also an AEM product as well. I don't know if you can see the engraving they have right there. This is their 5-gallon tank. This is what I'm going to be having installed in place of the 1.15 gallon tank. It's a simple unplug and undo the wiring, plug it in right there with the methanol tubing and the sensor connector right there, and that'll be pretty much it. And that'll give me, you know, the bigger capacity. I picked this up for around like 150 or so on American Muscle. So as always, it's your car, mod it however you want to. I'm having fun modding mine. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Have a great day. Peace.